After celebrating a delusional victory against India, Pakistan is also begging for water. But India says blood and water cannot flow together. They have to stop supporting and funding cross-border terrorism. But instead, Islamabad has come out with relief packages for terrorists killed in Operation Sindoor. Global terrorist Masood Azhar, the man behind the 2019 Pulwama attack and 26/11 attacks, will now get 14 crore Pakistani rupees in compensation, which in dollar terms is $500,000. And where is all this money coming from? Cash-strapped Pakistan just got a $1 billion loan from IMF, and that's where Pakistan is using its money instead of solving the economic problems like inflation and food shortage. But the leaders of the Delulu land think compensating terrorists is more important. Last week, India hit 9 terrorist camps in Pakistan, killing hundreds of terrorists after the deadly Pahalgam attack carried out by these Pakistani terrorists. Then, when Pakistani forces struck India, India retaliated by hitting 11 key military bases in Pakistan. There are also rumors that India struck a nuclear weapons facility, which claims, by the way, have been denied by the Indian Army. But the rumors are all over social media, where Pakistan's government gets its evidence from. And then both countries agreed for a ceasefire. While Pakistan suffered all this loss, India had intercepted all Pakistani attacks with precision. All Pakistan could do was spread lies on social media. They claimed that 70% of India's power grid was hit by cyber attack. They shot 5 Rafale jets of India, captured an Indian pilot, hit the S-400 defense system and hit Indian bases, causing severe damage. Looks like Pakistan does not understand the difference between an electricity cut and a blackout. India has busted all these claims. They showed pictures and videos of all Indian bases with no damage of any sorts. The government's fact-check department said all those pictures of damaged jets were old. All pilots are back home, and the S-400 system, it is all up and working. And Prime Minister Modi made a statement by giving a speech in front of the defense system in Adhampur base, while Pakistani armed forces in a press conference were talking about something related to center of gravity and more. So unless social media is the only evidence, Pakistan was clearly busted. But here's the twist. The country was celebrating what? A delusional victory. Because as per the Indian government, Pakistan had pleaded India to stop the conflict, and some reports even suggest that Pakistan's army chief went crying to US for help. The ceasefire was the only win for Pakistan because the Indian Navy was one step away in destroying Pakistan's Karachi. And Pakistan was running short of arms too. As per a report, it could only have lasted 4 days in a full-blown war if that would have happened with India. It has pleaded with India to reconsider the Indus Waters Treaty suspension. The treaty will still be in abeyance though till Pakistan gives up support for cross-border terrorism. Reports say that Pakistan may face 21% water shortage for Kharif season if the halt continues. Unnotified water releases will also trigger chaos in Pakistan. So where's the victory here? Perhaps in the minds of Pakistani leaders only, because Pakistan's Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif announced May 10 will be observed as Yom-e-Marka-e-Haq, which translates to Day of Battle of Truth, to celebrate success of Pakistan in quote-unquote retaliatory strikes against India. He also congratulated Pakistan's army, and they said that the retaliatory strikes were a defining chapter in Pakistan's military history. A military history where all attacks failed and social media posts will be shown as evidence. Videos from video games will be showcased in the museums.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now. If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.